Hello Ramkrishna Saha, welcome to my channel. And Ramkrishna is from NIT. तो Ramkrishna अभी 5th year of NIT भोपाल में है and he is in Department of Architecture and he will be sharing his experience of NIT और जितने भी doubts हैं related to NIT, he will be discussing everything in this video. So Ramkrishna, tell some introduction about yourself.
So hi everyone, I am Ramkrishna and I am from Manit Bhopal. That's Maulana Azad National Institute of Technology, Bhopal. I am in my 5th year and I am a very ambitious student. I have been interested towards architecture. काफी interest मेरे को बचपन से architecture में रहा है since a very young age. So like around 5th class के around I had developed an interest. So much so that I didn't even give my paper 1. So yeah, I just gave my JEE paper 2 for architecture specifically. And so yeah, that's all about myself.
NIT का जो एडमिशन प्रोसीजर होता है, तो तुमने कैसे प्रोसीजर पूरा किया एंड आर्किटेक्चर डिपार्टमेंट के लिए पूरा क्या प्रोसीजर होता है? कैन यू एक्सप्लेन आवर व्यू अबाउट दैट?
Yeah, sure. So basically ऐसा होता है, like there are 3 major institutes, right? Recognized institutes. Leaving aside the private institutes, तो हमारे IITs हैं, NITs हैं, and SPAs हैं, जहाँ पर we have architecture. So the procedure for SPAs and NITs is pretty similar, and for IITs it's totally different. तो हमारा JEE paper mains paper 2 के through ही होता है, and we have an opening rank from 900, starting from 900. Like from my batch, people started coming in with a rank of 900. मेरी rank 1803 थी. So and it goes up till 2200. So that is the closing rank, and वो spot round में include करके शायद इतना तक जाता है.
एंड व्हाट अबाउट द काउंसलिंग पार्ट? तो काउंसलिंग में चूज करने के लिए चॉइस फिल जो होता है, सो NIT भोपाल का कट ऑफ रैंक इज 900 to 1800 आई गेस.
2200.
Yeah, 2200. Okay. So that is the whole procedure. मतलब same procedure होता है जो SP के लिए होता है, I think.
Same procedure.
Yeah,
So
yeah, okay.
you will have NITs. The other NITs, if anyone wants to know, is the good ones are NIT Trichy, NIT Hamirpur, and these also have a similar rank. NIT Trichy's opening and closing ranks are further above. They start from, maybe they start around at the same rank, because at that rank you may also get SPS. But मतलब the major crowd that goes in is around 1400 to 1500. और हमारे इधर 1800, 1900, 1700, this is the range.
Okay. So the next question from you is that, like, you are studying in NIT Bhopal, तो आर्किटेक्चर अगर कोई NIT से करता है तो उसका एक्सपीरियंस क्या होता है एंड क्या प्रिविलेज होता है एंड व्हाट इज योर होल एक्सपीरियंस? कैन यू शेयर अबाउट दैट?
Yeah, so NITs say architecture is, I would say, similar to what architecture is taught in every architecture college in India specifically. So obviously there is a difference between SPAs and NITs, and उस पे मैं आगे आऊँगा कभी कि क्या major differences हैं जब हम pros and cons की बात करेंगे. But just talking about the experience in NITs, it's, I would say, a good experience. The culture, the work culture is okayish. Not comparing it with the SPAs, क्योंकि SPAs का is very different and it's far much better, I would say, honestly. But हाँ, हमारा culture is good enough that we learn a lot from our seniors and juniors, and like juniors से भी you keep learning. It's a learning process. So the juniors keep learning some new stuff. So we as seniors also learn a lot of stuff, and I would say it's a good experience. काफी हमको, और दूसरा, like I am from NIT Bhopal, तो my college is a deemed university, so that holds a great importance wherever you go if people ask, and if you apply for jobs or anything. So ये काफी मायने रखता है कि it is a deemed university or not. Parents भी, they see into all these things when they are applying कि their child in which college they are going. So there are colleges which are to be deemed universities. They are not deemed universities, they are to be deemed. Ours is a deemed university, so that holds a lot of recognition. So you have contact, you have government contacts and incentives, you get scholarships and all. So for students who are applying, especially from MP, Madhya Pradesh, you will have a great edge over other students, because cutoff ranks for you are also a bit lower. You get some quota also.
So is there any state quota for every NIT? So if a NIT is in Tamil Nadu, they will be getting their state quota. Is
Yes,
it like
I
that?
think for many, I think for mostly many NITs ऐसा है, कोटा स्टेट कोटा है, अपने MP में है, for Bhopal we have it, because पूरे MP में there's only one NIT, that is NIT Bhopal.
Yeah.
So we have.
So that's the privilege. Like if you belong to
Yeah.
that state, then you can easily get into
Yeah.
that college. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great privilege. So the next question is that what are the perks of doing architecture from these reputed NITs? So NIT being like a very reputed college. So what are the perks? Tell you about that.
So basically, see, as I said, since it's a deemed university and in general also it's a national technical university, okay? So first of all, you have many, the placements that happen, they are of a great quality, especially in our college. And also there is a multidisciplinary approach here. So we have around 12 to 13 branches in our college, right? So we have mechanical, civil, everything. So as an architecture student, the most, I would say the biggest perk is that we get to have a conversation with both faculties and students from the civil branch. So that civil aspect is very important for us architects, because architecture mein, you know, if any architect designs any building, तो वो बिल्डिंग खड़ी होनी चाहिए, you can't just blindly design, if I talk in layman's language. So उसका structural importance वगैरह जो है, discussing those structural aspects of designing, you get to do that with people from the civil background, because there are some very great teachers. So they, in fact, for your thesis and for your semester work also, they guide you for your different structural layouts and all in your drawings also. So that's, I think, a biggest perk I would say that we have. Also, in other terms, I would say hostel life and college life mein, you get to interact with all kinds of people from all backgrounds, all over the country, coming from all over the country. So हर जगह से लोग आते हैं, and NIT भोपाल हमारा क्योंकि सेंटर में है इंडिया के, तो काफी लोग साउथ, नॉर्थ, साउथ, they come from everywhere. So it's a great interaction. You learn a lot from people from each field. People are talented, so that talent comes in handy in fests and the different the groups we have, or the student bodies that we have. So usme we have a variety, a diversity of talents and skills, both in academic terms and in general terms also, co-curricular. So that I would say is a very big perk of being in an NIT. You have people from so many different branches. So that's all about it.
Yeah, so there are a lot of perks, I think, being in NIT. So yeah. And the other question from you is that what are some of the cons that you might think or might have while doing architecture for NIT, from NIT, I mean. So what are the cons? Do you want to discuss about that?
Yeah, so there are cons as well, as you truly said. So the biggest is, one of them is that since I said कि 12-13 branches हैं हमारे college में, so architecture is just like any other branch, okay? So it's on the same level, and sometimes it's not even given that much importance jitna it should be given. So here I would like to bring a sort of, you shouldn't compare, but a sort of benchmark comparison with institutes like maybe SPS or any private college like RV College or Ansar Institute, or you have many of them, JJ College hai Mumbai mein, and there are many of them. So from these colleges, the difference is कि because there are so many branches, architecture को उतना focus support नहीं मिलता है, both in terms of incentives and basically it's just kept in the background. And colleges which are focused on planning and architecture like SPS, they get a lot of incentives and support from the entire management. So here management plays a very important role, management in terms of the college management, because they are responsible for funding you for maybe trips or for things like that, which are very important for us. The architecture students के studio tours and trips are very important. But हमारे case में you have to invest from your pocket, and it's very difficult to get permissions and to convince the management to get a fest like NASA or anything to be done in your college. So there's a lot of hard work that goes in just convincing the management and all. So that's what I think is the major con, कि इतना focus नहीं मिल पाता हमको.
So do you think that NITs are engineering driven college? Is it like that?
That's what. They are more of engineering driven colleges, and architecture is just like any other branch, and they say they are like the techies and the engineering people are like तुम बस drawing करते हो. And that's not the case.
Yeah, that's
They
not the
don't know
case.
that an architect does a lot more than them. So we do a lot more hard work than them. I'm not comparing, again, every field is different in their own discipline, but we have to do a lot of, in that terms, कि हमको हर फील्ड का आउटलुक होना जरूरी है. इलेक्ट्रिकल एक अलग फील्ड है, मैकेनिकल एक अलग फील्ड है, सिविल एक अलग फील्ड है. We as an architect, we study everything. Faculties from each of these departments teach us also, and we study all of these subjects. तो हम होलिस्टिकली सब कुछ पढ़ते हैं. तो बस यही एक चीज है कि वो फिर थोड़ा भारी पड़ जाता है.
Yeah. So I also want to have a little bit of comparison between SPA and NITs because they comes from a same entrance examination, that is IIT Mains Paper 2. So being from SPA and what is your NIT experience, we can compare a lot. So what is the comparison that you think that SPA is offering and NIT is not offering, or maybe NIT is offering and SPA don't? So can you compare a little bit of experience?
Yeah, so in this I would like to just point out one thing for everyone, for aspirants as well. There's a very simple formula. Like in IITs as well, everyone knows there are about lakhs of people sitting in the entrance exam. उसमें से सिर्फ 10,000 सीट्स होते हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो 10,000 जो बच्चे सिलेक्ट हो गए IITs में सिर्फ वो जीनियस है अल्ट्रा, एंड उसके अलावा जो बच्चे NITs में आ रहे हैं दे आर स्टूपिड और समथिंग. नहीं, वो लोग भी काफी इंटेलिजेंट होते हैं एंड दे आर highly skilled and everything. Okay, same holds for any field, even if it's architecture, the same goes. अगर SPAs हैं भोपाल, विजयवाड़ा and Delhi, they are on the top. ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर SPAs में लोग चले गए हैं तो the cream has gone and the people who are left in paper 2 जो NITs में आ रहे हैं उनका क्वालिटी इतना अच्छा है नहीं कुछ. Yes, I would say SPAs में जो जा रहे हैं they are of a higher capability. वो है, थोड़ा बहुत रहता ही है. It's just that out of a batch of maybe 40 or 60 or 80 people, there would be a higher probability of people being more interested and passionate towards the field because they have got a merit, right? Yeah. But yes, in NITs as well, there are many of my batchmates and many people, they have not gone into SPAs, but they have a level in which they can seriously, like, I mean, वो टक्कर दे सकते हैं SPAs को भी. और इधर कोई टक्कर वाली बात नहीं है. It's not about competition. It's about just about the interest. It's all about that. If you have the interest, you can be of any level. Well, हमारे SPAs से NITs से and other colleges से भी काफी लोग हैं जो आगे चल के they have gone abroad, they're working abroad, they're studying abroad. So it's again all about the interest and your skill set, how you hone them, your enthusiasm and interest, कि तुम उसको कितना डेवलप करते हो. बाकी तो I think similar है. The architectural discourse is similar. The syllabus is more or less same. Yeah. So, and when we have competitions like NASA and people come forward, so there we get to see a wide variety of people. So, चाहे वो NITs हो या SPAs हो, the work speaks. So the portfolio speaks first of all, and the work in these competitions speaks. So there are many people, there are many examples in every college, in NITs as well as SPAs.
And even like keeping aside NITs and SPA, there are many other colleges. Those are performing really well in the field. It's not just about NIT or SPA में अगर admission नहीं हुआ, then you can't be good architect. अगर हम बात करते हैं star architects in India, so you won't see कि हाँ वो उनके पास एक tag है college का कि वो NIT या IIT या SPA से हैं. They are from random college and they are performing really well in the field. तो star architects भी जब ऐसा कर सकते हैं, so anyone can do it. तो मुझे तो यही लगता है, and I believe in that, कि तुम्हारा अपना पर्सनालिटी और तुम्हारा अपना काम बोलता है एंड ऑफ द डे, जस्ट नॉट कि तुम किस कॉलेज से ग्रेजुएट हुए. सो इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट कि आर्किटेक्चर में तुम्हारा कॉलेज बताएगा कि हाँ तुम में कितनी कैपेबिलिटी है.
Exactly. One great example I would quote is Alok Shetty. He is from RV College, Bangalore, and the work, just see his work. Alok Shetty is doing international level work, and India maybe he started working from 3rd and 4th year for government projects, airport and all. So he has done a lot of work, and he's from RV College. So
even
you
Sanjay
can do
Puri
a lot.
Architects, Sanjay Puri Architects, he's doing amazing work, and he's not from either SPA either NITs, and he's doing amazing work. So it's like that. So अगर college नहीं मिलता है, then be chill about it, and if you are interested, तो अच्छा ही होगा. So the next question from you is that कि placement कैसे होता है NIT में? So अगर कोई NIT में आ रहा है तो कितना expect करे कि architecture में उसको placement मिल जाएगा? और other question is कि NITs में होने में can we sit in different branch placement? क्योंकि like in IITs, when we see IITs, so placement are open to all. कि अगर कोई किसी को किसी field का चाहिए, so they will just post the company and the job title that they want, and they can apply whether they are from architecture or BTech. So ऐसा होता है. So is it also possible in NIT? क्यों ऐसा हम कर सकते हैं?
I would like to start from the second question. Yes, that happens. We can sit in interviews of different branches as well. Majorly, one aspect which is here is it depends on the company's profile criteria. Company अगर कह रही है कि कोई भी branch का इंसान बैठ सकता है, then you can sit. Other than that, in our college, though, there are no boundaries. You can sit for any branches interviews. So, and that's where I was talking about civil. I would like to highlight that there are companies like We Construct which come in our college. वो civil क्या है? Construction. It's a construction company. So they come for civil. But उसमें every year from our architecture department, 2 or 3 people get into that company. So why you can sit in other branches. Coming to the first question, architecture ka placement and package regarding there is a different story here entirely, and this I think is also, it holds true for SPAs also, in your SPAs and all, कि architecture की सच्चाई ये है कि this thing everyone should get to know before getting into college, and even if you're in college, कि architecture में सारी कहानी, first of all, it's all about your portfolio. Your portfolio speaks, right? And your portfolio is your CV. You have a CV separately, but you have your portfolio that entirely depicts your entire work in the 5 years. ये techies के साथ नहीं होता है. So हमारा placement का scene ऐसा होता है because architecture is such a diverse field. People from architecture go towards maybe planning, maybe architectural visualization or different fields. There are innumerous fields. Landscape है, बहुत सारे fields है architecture करने के बाद भी. Urban design है, urban planning है, town planning है. So the thing here is why I'm telling you all of this is जो campus में placement करने के companies आते हैं, हो सकता है वो जो students के interest है उससे सिर्फ 5 to 10 companies उन interests को match कर रही हैं. और 5 to 10 companies में मैं वैसे काफी ज्यादा बोल रहा हूँ, अगर इतने firms आ भी गए तब, but उसमें से भी students का जो ratio है जिनका placement होता है, usually it is a bit less क्योंकि उतने स्टूडेंट्स इंटरेस्टेड नहीं होते हैं उन टाइप के जॉब्स में. व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से इज कि होता ऐसा है कि स्टूडेंट्स मोस्टली दे अप्लाई देमसेल्व्स टू देयर डिजायर्ड फॉर्म्स एंड फाइंड दे डू देयर प्लेसमेंट्स ऑन देयर ओन. तो ऐसा कॉलेज डिपेंडेंट नहीं है कि कॉलेज प्लेसमेंट कराएगा. प्लेसमेंट होने के लिए कंपनीज आते हैं, ऐसा नहीं है. बट हाँ, मोस्टली व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज 85%, 80 to 85% स्टूडेंट्स अपना खुद का प्लेसमेंट कहीं अपने फॉर्म ढूंढ के करते हैं थ्रू देयर ओन पोर्टफोलियो.
हाँ, वो अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. लाइक बेस्ट पार्ट ये है कि पोर्टफोलियो होता है, तुम्हारे पास सीवी होता है. यू कैन जस्ट नॉट डिपेंड ऑन द प्लेसमेंट सेल ऑफ योर कॉलेज. तुम जाके खुद डायरेक्टली अप्लाई कर सकते हो जहाँ पे तुम्हें काम करना है, जिसके अंडर काम करना है. सो इट्स लाइक दैट. And what are the packages that NITs offer?
So NITs ka, if I just go on a general package, because the package changes from year to year depending on the companies as well. The package is around 5 to 7, max to max 8 lakhs per year. And there have been 1 or 2 instances just in the past 3-4 years when people have got up till 12 or 18 lakhs. But those are, first of all, very rare, which happens everywhere. We hear in newspapers कि 1 crore की पैकेज है, टेक्स की CSC कंप्यूटर साइंस, वो हर एक को नहीं मिलते. We think कि यार इसको इतना अच्छे पैकेज मिल रही है, तो we think कि इस कॉलेज में ओवरऑल पैकेज अच्छे मिल रहे हैं, बट ऐसा नहीं होता है. There are very few people. So it's not just that it's their hard work, it also depends. As I said, architecture is a diverse field. तो कौन सी firm आ रही है, does it match to your interests? There are very different roles that you have to play in the job to get that kind of salary. So does it match with your interest? तुमको वो करना है. हो सकता है you have to be like a man, you have to work as a manager, you have to have those roles in the firm. हो सकता है तुमको वो उसमें interest ना हो. As an architect, you have something different in mind कि मेरे को ऐसे करना है college in the job. So if your interests don't meet, then फायदा नहीं उस पैकेज का, क्योंकि you won't last long. So it's better you find a job that suits you. चाहे उसका पैकेज थोड़ा कम हो, but if you are interested, growth होती है eventually. So yeah, that's about it.
One more thing that I want to ask is that what is the importance of portfolio for NIT? And like it's important for every architecture student. So what is the weightage given to a portfolio while having jobs and all? And can you even share your portfolio, because you are in current 5th year, so you might be having your portfolio done. So can you share the portfolio with us?
Yeah, sure. So starting from the first question, see, a portfolio in very basic terms is a depiction of all the work you've done in 5 years, all that you have learned. So it may not directly be what you have done, in the sense that you don't directly put the work, you improvise your work and display it for an employer to see, and you showcase all the skills and talents that you have in the field. So, and it's about design skills, it may be about your model making skills, your sketching, your software skills, and many more. So a portfolio, it is important in jobs, but some companies also give importance to the academic pointers that we have. Now there is a very, I mean, this difference, people are not much familiar with this. क्या होता है कि there are some companies जिनमें जो उनका HR department होता है, if they are like some multinational companies, so they have some set guidelines कि अगर वो multinational company है तो उनका HR department बोलेगा कि जो सैलरी जो तुमको दी जाती है, पोर्टफोलियो तो एक होता है कि दे जज यू बेस्ड ऑन योर पोर्टफोलियो एंड चूज यू, बट लेट्स से देयर आर 3 people, they are applying for the same job title, all 3 are hired. Now will all 3 get the same amount of salary in a multinational corporation? No, that's not the case. If they have varying pointers, maybe the portfolio is good enough that all 3 can get in the firm. But agar unka pointer, let's say someone has 7, someone has an 8 pointer, someone has a 9 pointer, so there are some set guidelines by the HR department that the salary that has to be given to each of the person depends on their academic performance. That is unfortunate, but it is given more importance. But this is not the case in every firm. There are many architecture firms which are mostly small to moderate firms, which don't just go on the pointer. They totally take you on the basis of a portfolio, and they have a fixed salary for everyone, which is not that high, which is mostly low. So they would maybe hire you as an intern or as a fresher, but yeah, this is about it.
Now you can share your portfolio.
Yeah, sure. So this portfolio that I had made was last year. I had made this. It was for my 3rd year. Now it's been a huge gap. I am improvising on my new portfolio. So this is what a basic portfolio looks like. You have your CV, you have your basic introduction and your list of projects and all. Then you have a TOC and your project start. So these visualizations are not that great. There are different formats for a portfolio. You have visualizations, you have a general description, and then you have some diagrams and drawings that explain your project that you have. Some diagrams representing your site analysis or exploded views, axonometric diagrams, isometric diagrams, or then you have your plans and sections and site context diagrams and many more. So I don't have much of that. I have some of those diagrams. So this is what it looks like. And as I said, this is a very preliminary portfolio. This was my first try. So I find it a very basic portfolio. I have to work a lot upon it. So you have things like working drawings. So you make those drawings in different softwares, Revit or CAD. I made a visualization for it. You use different softwares for visualizations as well. Lumen hai, V-Ray hai. You use V-Ray with softwares like 3ds Max, SketchUp, or stuff like that. Twinmotion, Enscape. So you showcase all of your work that you have done. You convert it into digital forms. You have sketches. You may put your sketches directly, or you can digitize your sketches as well. This was one of my competitions that I participated in. It was an international competition, Moonception, and I was with my teammate Amisha, and we won. We came in the top 50. So this was the sheet for it, and this was, you have your ways of portraying stuff. I had put the sheet directly. Some people divide the work and explain it in different ways. So I had basic visualizations. Honestly, I was not at all great at that time visualizations. These are really terrible. I've improved a lot. So yeah, this is all about it.
It was a great portfolio according to me, and like you have to work, like you were saying that you have to work more on it, so it will be improving a lot. So thank you, Ramakrishna, for sharing your wonderful experience of NIT or
Thank you.
ऐसे experiences बहुत मैटर करते हैं फॉर द अपकमिंग एस्पिरेंट जो आर्किटेक्चर में जाना चाहते हैं. So they will be more clear कि NIT कैसे वर्क करता है और फंक्शनिंग क्या है उसकी. And again, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for calling me, for inviting me.